Hi, I'm Terry.
And I'm Misty.
And we are
Empowered Women Rock.
All right, tidbit for today. Oh my gosh, it just left my mind. What was the tidbit I was going to say? Misty, give yours. Cause the tidbit I had.
What made you think I'm ready for mine?
60 seconds ago just left my mind.
Okay,
so,
well, what she thinks.
Bam, over to you.
Okay, so I really don't know. Like, I was kind of trying to think of something. My husband and I were out running some errands this morning. Mm-hmm. And so, I think mine is probably like one of my, it's not probably, it is. It's one of my favorite movies. One of my favorite movies when I was a kid was Flash Gordon.
Really?
Yes. It was like a box office flop. Nobody really remembers it, but okay. So I loved it.
Really?
Like I loved it.
Like
the whole soundtrack. First of all, the whole soundtrack was Queen. You can't get any better than that. And it was supposed to be like almost like comic book type stuff. Okay. So, but everyone would always make fun of me. But when I met my husband in our first conversation, found out that was one of his favorite movies.
Oh my God, a match made in heaven for real.
Because no one in 26 years before I met him had ever said,
"Oh, I just love that Flash Gordon
everybody's like, that is the stupidest thing I've ever seen." But not my husband.
Oh, that's awesome.
He loved it too.
That's cool. That's pretty cool.
So that's how we knew.
Yay, absolutely.
That's how we knew. Did you remember yours now?
Yes, it came back, thank goodness. So, a fact that a lot of people who know me now don't know about me, and especially for those who kind of are in the crossroads, one of my first, what I would call for real jobs when I graduated college was with Lax Furniture. So everybody here in the crossroads, and probably if you're listening in Texas, remembers Lax Furniture. I had gotten into their management training program, and I started at the store in Victoria and transferred to one of the stores in San Antonio as I was in the program. And the store I actually got was in Temple. But I just sat back and just was trying to think about, some of the old lackeys. So
yeah, I was one.
So I know we didn't know each other then, but yeah, Misty was one. Randy Vivian, David Murphy, Alex Gomez. So, but that was one of my first what I would call for real job outside of my dad's place.
That was my first for real job too, but I wasn't in management.
So just a little known tidbits. Kind of started out in retail furniture management. So. Today though, very important topic, and right now go ahead, share the video, because this is something people need to hear, and it is not just for women. This is going to be for entrepreneurs across the board. Our topic today is, what are some of the things you as an entrepreneur should not be doing on Facebook? Social media in general, but really on Facebook.
Emphasis on the not.
So not doing. Yes. So this is something we see all the time, and Misty and I all kind of call each other or text each other. Oh my gosh, look at what they're saying, and look how it can hinder their business. But Misty, I'm gonna kind of let you take it. What are some of the things that you see?
Well, I mean, you and I had a conversation. I literally picked up my phone, and did I call you or did I text you?
We were talking.
We were talking.
Yeah,
we were talking.
Yeah.
And I was like, Terry, did you see such and such's post? And she's like, no. And she went back and looked. She's like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I feel like, because Terry and I both, for people who don't know, are marketing people. Terry has a marketing background. Her degree is in marketing. That's what she's done, marketing management. I've done, I own a marketing company, and I do marketing for other companies. But so everything that Terry and I look at is kind of like from a marketing
perspective.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm
a big judger of signs and advertising, and it's just, it's a terrible thing to have. But anyway, just when I'm looking on Facebook, because we do reputation management in my company. For our existing clients. We aren't taking on any new clients because of this stuff. Terry and I were talking about this. But that people they get so defensive of their businesses when their businesses are being attacked that they start to say things, their employees start to say things. They vent on social media, mostly Facebook, and it's not okay. It's really not okay. So I think we're going to talk about like key points of each thing that we really need to discuss when it comes to dealing with social media.
Right, absolutely. So, kind of the first thing is business owners. You cannot put your customers on blast. If they did something to you, if whatever it is, whatever happened, and you felt they were in the wrong, you cannot blast that customer on social media. Well, because first and foremost, you can get yourself into a legal bind. Of course, talk to your attorney about that, but you don't realize the things that you say, if they are, slanderous, and if it's libel, you can get yourself in a legal bind first and foremost. Number two, you want to, and Misty, you're a big proponent of this. You always talk to business owners on, try to work it out with that customer behind the scenes.
Yes. Our very first response to anybody who has a customer who has gone on Facebook or given them a negative review in Google or on social media or another site, to contact that customer right away. Contact them right away. Try to find some sort of happy medium, because I will tell you something. I would rather give a customer back $1,000
Right.
and be able to cut ties with them because things didn't work out and be on good terms with them than have them angry with me, because that $1,000 is going to cost me way more in the end. So it's a matter of just being very, very careful and trying your very best to contact these people, work it out, do whatever you need to do to make the situation stop before it gets crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially, if you feel that you have been wronged. Nobody likes to, have been wronged in their business as an entrepreneur. But you've got to remember, just what Misty said, it will cost you so much more from your reputation standpoint and a word of mouth standpoint in the end than just, again, take care of the customer, cut ties, be done with it. A lot of times, if you, again, kind of approach them offline, and rectify the situation, try to take care of it as best as possible, many times they will take that negative review down, or they will change it. But what you have to remember is a happy customer may tell one other person. Somebody that you have ticked off is going to tell, they'll physically tell, 10 people, but then it's going to be on social media and on blast for thousands of people. So work that stuff out behind the scenes. If you feel you just want to give an example of, what you wish, customers would be able to do, in your business, give a general example. But don't put a specific customer or a client on blast. Just give general ways that you can have good working relationships with your customers. Again, don't put them on blast. Anything else with that part, Misty?
No. Yeah, you covered everything. That was good.
Okay. The second, and it's something actually Misty and I were talking about yesterday, and I feel a certain way about this one. Misty does too. And I'm just going to come out from a marketing standpoint. Business owners, cursing on social media. I understand. Listen to me this is from a business standpoint. I understand free speech, and I understand you want to be authentic. That's the big thing today. Well, you want to be authentic so you can attract those people that, really resonate with you. And that's great. That's great. Keep one thing in mind, though. This is my perspective from a marketing standpoint. You will lose business from people who don't care for the cursing. It will turn some people off. But I would dare say you will never have somebody that says, you know what? I just can't work with that Misty because I don't ever see her cursing.
No.
And because I don't see her cursing, I'm not doing business with her.
No.
Nobody is ever going to say that. But they will say, man, that Terry Moten had a potty mouth on Facebook, and I'm going to choose not to do business with her. That's my opinion on.
No, I totally agree. I mean, I know people who, their mouths go crazy. I mean, the second that, I've worked with people and they're just like, saying all kinds of things, but the minute they pick up a phone, they're not going to say those things to their customer.
Right.
They're not going to, they're just not, they're not.
Right.
They're going to be as professional as possible. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. You know, the old saying, it's business, it's not personal.
Yes. Thank you. Absolutely.
It's business, it's not personal.
Right. Absolutely.
So when you start to bring too much of your personal into your business, you're going to have problems. I mean, I get, like Terry was saying, like the new thing is, you know, for influencers and business coaches is to be just very real and they're going to say whatever they want to say. It's a different kind of thing. It's not the same. It's not the same as being on, they're not selling a service.
Right.
They're not selling a good.
Right.
They're basically selling their personality.
Right.
So they're looking for people. But when you're selling a good, you can't, or a service, you can't do that.
Exactly.
You can't do that because you have to be as neutral as possible. I mean, you and I have a lot of opinions about a lot of things. I mean, if y'all knew
If you
the
could sit behind
conversation,
closed doors and
yes,
our
when we turn this
conversations.
camera off, I mean, because obviously we have a lot of differences. But we never let those opinions that we have leak into our business.
Correct.
We keep it very, I mean, there's a lot of things that I want to say. You know,
Yes.
there was a crazy rally in downtown Houston this weekend. I would never put it on my Facebook, but I sure did call Terry. I was like, "Ooh,
Guess what? Yes.
you have no idea what just happened in Houston today."
Right.
And we talked about it, and it was crazy. But I would never go on Facebook and take a picture and go, "This is what's happening,"
Right. Right.
because someone's going to ask me my opinion,
Exactly.
and just y'all don't want to know my opinions.
And you know, and kind of segueing into that, kind of the third thing, and it goes hands in hand. Yes, most of you, you know, business owners out there, you've got a business page, you've got a fan page or what have you. And you also have a personal page. I know you can't read what that says, so just flow with me. So just flow with me.
I don't know what that word says.
you know, most of us have kind of the two different pages on Facebook. So, you know, a lot of times you feel, well, I'll just say what I want to on my personal page, but, you know, I would never post it on my business page. Still be careful, because Misty will always talk about how just because you make it, and I've always been big to tell people, stuff you would never put on your Facebook, on your business page, make it private, make it just for friends or what have you. On your personal page, but Misty goes a step further, because what did you see, Misty, that people do? You know, you think you're posting something just to friends. How does it end up getting out, though, to everybody else?
Okay, so, you know, here's the thing with Facebook. If you post something and I comment on it, people can see what I've commented on. There's no stopping that. I know you want to set your stuff to private. I know you don't want people to see stuff, but here's the thing. Facebook really doesn't care, because what people don't understand is Facebook owns your content.
Yep.
Let that sink in for just a second. Yep. You are saying what you want to say and doing what you want to do because it's your thread. It's your Facebook page. It is not. Right. It is not yours. You authorize Facebook from the moment you check off that terms and conditions that says
nobody reads.
That nobody reads. that content, once you hit post, once you hit send, once you hit what, even on a private messenger, it is not yours. They have access to your photos. Yep. They have access to your contact, your contact list. They have access to your videos. They have access. It is not yours. And many companies nowadays are not doing background checks. They're going to Facebook because they know that they're going to be able to get exactly what they need from your Facebook page.
They'll get the
they
real
will be
person.
able to find out who you really are.
Absolutely.
And I mean,
absolutely. And not only that, one of the things Misty talks about as well, because I do it myself, is, you know, somebody said something crazy on Facebook, and, you know, they delete it 3 hours later, but
too late.
400 people have screenshotted it. So, you know, some of these pages we have in Victoria, you know, you see that all the time, where somebody puts something on one of those pages, then realizes, oh man, I shouldn't have said that, took it down, but 30 people already screenshotted it, and they're sharing it.
We know. we read it and we're like, no.
Yeah.
They should not have said that. Screenshot.
Exactly.
And then I send it to Terry. I sent it like, Terry, look what just happened.
Exactly. So again, remember, and that's a big thing, and I completely forgot though about what you were saying, Misty, that the content it does not belong to us. Because look how many people, whether celebrities, politicians, or whatever, said something way back in the day, got deleted.
And they get fired for it now.
Exactly, but it comes back to haunt them. So today, for business owners, it's all about what you should not be doing on Facebook. If there's anything else out there that we didn't cover just because of time, please drop it down in the comments below. What are some other things you think should not be done on Facebook? Or if you have a different opinion, we'd love to hear that too. So drop that down there as well.
That's good. Because we need to have that conversation
Exactly.
going. And if you are a business owner and you want to know, like, how you should respond to something, you can always private message Terry and I, and just we can. I mean, it's what I do all day.
Yeah.
It's Terry advises on it. So I mean, we can tell you how to answer a review that's negative that they won't take
Right.
down. We can tell you how to deal with the customer, but don't. If we can leave you with any kind of advice at the end of this show, is please do not respond when someone has said something negative to you, or not to you, about your business inside one of those groups. We can't say the names of them, but the groups inside of Facebook that are Victoria groups on your page. Be very calm, be very respectful. And if your only response to them should be in a private message, and be careful what you say there too, because they will screenshot it
Right.
and share it. But it is very, very, very important that you take your time before you answer. And if you're not sure how to answer, to seek advice from either your attorney or someone in marketing, because we know the rules
Absolutely.
when it comes to what legal advice you would be given by an attorney.
Absolutely. And if you want to have a consultation with Misty, because she can come in and train you and your employees on how to be able to act on Facebook and how to respond and those sorts of things, please shoot Misty a message or put in a comment below that you'd like a consultation on kind of social media management for your business, for you and your employees. She'll be happy to get back with you.
We'll do. And we'll put that in the We'll put that in the
link down.
thread also.
Absolutely. But we're glad you joined us. Share the video. Again, I'm Terry.
And I'm Misty.
And we are
Empowered Women Rock.